Hello again, this is Thomas from Hotkey404, and today we're going to dive into an essential tutorial, installing FreePBX 16 on Debian 12 with Asterisk 18 from source. As many of you are aware, the latest FreePBX was based on CentOS 7, 7.8 to be precise, which is nearing its end of life. That's why we're pivoting to Debian 12 to stay ahead with the most updated and supported platforms. Interestingly, FreePBX recently announced that beta version of FreePBX 17 is based on Debian, so it's good to stay ahead, but in the right direction. Today we're going to cover the key steps in installing FreePBX on Debian. You'll get not just the how-to, but also the why behind each step, ensuring deep understanding of the whole process. But before we dive in, I want to invite you to explore our channel. We've got a wealth of resources, including a detailed video on install Asterisk 20 on Debian 12. So I'll be speeding through some of the installation processes because we've covered those in depth in our other videos. So make sure to check those out. But for now, let's gear up for today's session. Grab your favorite drink, get comfortable, and let's kick off. As you see, I will start by creating a machine, and this is going to be a virtual machine inside Proxmox. And if you are into open source, I think you'll love it. It's an open source virtual environment, so feel free to check this. And if you are interested in details regarding OS installation, feel free to check this video on installing Asterisk on Debian 12, or this one to fix some potential issues with some shared libraries. But for now, we will log into SSH session and switch user from this non-root user into root and execute everything as root here. We will begin by updating our package list with apt-update, and this will ensure that we are using the latest versions of software, which I think is important for security and maybe some functionality. Then optionally with apt-upgrade, we will upgrade all our system software to latest version. I'll just make sure that we have nano and wget. Next, cd usr src changes the current directory to usr src, and I think personally it's a standard location for storing source code. Then we will use wget to download Asterisk software. With wget, https, downloads, asterisk.org, pub, telephony, asterisk 18 current tar.gz, and I think you could try to install Asterisk 20, but as you see, since Asterisk suggests using those versions, I will stick to Asterisk 18. Then tar-z xvf command extracts the downloaded tarball, and rm remove is used to remove the file after the extraction, which I think it's a good idea to keep the workspace clean. Then we will navigate to this newly extracted Asterisk directory, and here contrib/scripts/install prereq install command runs a script that installs all prerequisites for Asterisk. So we will ensure that all dependencies are met. In the meantime, we are asked to provide country code, so we will do that. Also, I think it's a good idea to execute this additional script, contrib scripts get mp3 source.sh, and this will fetch the necessary sources for mp3 support in Asterisk. And since mp3 is often used in music on hold and some announcements, it's good to have that. Then the /configure command checks your system to ensure all necessary tools and libraries are available for compiling Asterisk. So this is really a crucial step before building our software. It will take maybe a few minutes. After it completes, you have two options to execute many select. You can use a ready-made script to automate this process if you are installing more than one server, or just execute make many select And here we will select all required options for designed for FreePBX, like format MP3, some additional channels, maybe some mobile support. Also, we will add application macro that is extensively used in FreePBX, and select some additional sound packages. Finally, the make command compiles the Asterisk program from source, and it will build the software according to the configurations we've set. As it finishes, we will execute make install, that installs Asterisk, make samples, that creates sample configuration files, and make config, that sets up default configurations. Additionally, we will execute ldconfig. This is not required, but this command refreshes the shared library cache, so our system will recognize our newly installed libraries. It's an option, but it doesn't really hurt us. So now it's time to create our user. We will start by executing group add, and we will add a group called Asterisk. Then user add -r, and this option creates a system account. It won't be used for regular interactive use. Then -d var lib asterisk, and this is home directory for this user. -g, and this is initial group, so asterisk, and the name of our user. Next, the user mod command adds the Asterisk user to audio and dialogue groups, and this will grant necessary permissions for audio handling, maybe some modem access. This is used also by FreePBX. Finally, we will change the ownership of some Asterisk directories with chown. So we will execute chown -r and then ****, that is user and group, etc asterisk. Then the same command. You don't have to specify group after colon, it will automatically use the same one. So usr lib asterisk, and then chown -r ***, and then we'll add actually multiple directories here. So /var, and then inside curly brackets you can specify lib, log, and spool /**. So it will apply those settings to all three at once. Then with nano we will edit some asterisk configuration that will set the asterisk service to run under this newly created user. So inside etc default asterisk we will change these settings, basically uncomment those. And inside etc ****conf we will do exactly the same. So we will find those two lines with run user and run group and uncomment those to run our service as asterisk user and group. Finally, we will enable our service with systemctl enable asterisk. This will add it to auto start. And with systemctl start asterisk, we will start this right now. If you want to check if asterisk is running correctly, we will enter its CLI with ***r and some v's. And if you're thinking about those v's, this verbose output helps in troubleshooting, so this is why I do this. In this next step, we will install SQL that will provide the database backend for FreePBX. We'll do this with apt install MariaDB server and MariaDB client. After a few seconds, we will execute a command that is basically essential to prevent unauthorized access and maybe help us to finish the configuration of our SQL database. The MySQL secure installation, and then we will follow some prompts. First, we will enter current password. That is not existent, so just press enter. Then we will skip changing the authentication method. Next, we will change the root password and remember to make it really secure. We will remove anonymous users, disallow root, login remotely, remove test database, and reload some privileges. Also, we will install Node. So we will execute apt install NodeJS, and this package is required for a certain web functionalities of FreePBX, confirming the installation of Node and MySQL with Node-v and MySQL-V. It will ensure that we have installed those components correctly. Now it's time for Apache setup. Installing Apache 2 with apt install sets the web server for FreePBX. And I also think it's a good idea to back up the Apache configuration file before making changes. It's a good security practice, so we will cp like a copy etc apache to apache.conf into this new file underscore, let's say backup. And with nano etc apache2 conf, you will see that we need to change user and group. But instead of doing this here, we'll do this in etc apache2 env vars. And these are environment variables. And we will change www data user and group into asterisk. Now we need to add or change override settings. You can do this manually, but you need to remember that it needs to be set in multiple places. You can do this globally with sed command, sed-i, and then s/allow override none. So we will look for this. We will replace this with allow override all. And we will change those settings in etc apache2 apache2.conf. You can edit the file to verify that all those changes were applied. Finally, we will remove index.html. I think it's a good idea to remember to remove this, otherwise you will see a welcome screen. So, Finally, it's time to install PHP, and unfortunately, if you try to, for example, search for PHP with apt search PHP, you will see that it wants to install PHP version 8, but unfortunately, FreePBX isn't compatible with PHP version 8. So we will install PHP 7.4. I know it might be a security risk, but well, there's nothing you can do about it. So let's verify version of our software with lsb release let's say sc. You'll see that the name of our software is bookworm, or the name of the version. And we will use this to create a new file with etc apt sources.list.d, and we will create php.list. And here we will provide a new repository for downloading older version of PHP with deb and then /https packages suri.org/php. Then the name of our release bookworm and main repository. After saving and exiting, we will download apt key with wget -q and capital O hyphen, and then the link to our key, https packages suri.org apt/apt.gpg, and then after pipe we will add our key with apt key add. Now we will be able to install with apt install PHP 7.4, but if you see an error, it means that I forgot to update our source list. So with apt update, we'll do that, and once again, after executing this command, we'll be able to install PHP, but not 8, but 7.4 version. After the verification that we can actually install older version of PHP, we will install the rest of necessary PHP packages and execute apt install, and then the first one, lib apache to mod php 7.4, and then php 7.4 hyphen, and then once again inside curly brackets we will specify all those packages that we need, and we will require CGI, common, curl, mbstring,
gd MySQL get text. Well, it should be included in command, but just in case, pcmath, zip, xml, IMAP, SNMP, JSON, and FPM. So this comes from FreePBX directly. So if they say it's necessary, it probably is necessary. So we'll do exactly that. To complete web server configuration, we will do a slight change in one of the files, well, actually two, with nano etc php apache to php.ini, this main PHP configuration file. We will search with Control W for upload max file size and change it to, let's say, 120 megabytes. And then we'll use the same command, nano etc php 7.4 cgi /php.ini, and change the very same thing. Since FreePBX requires larger files to be uploaded, we'll change this here, and then execute a2 nmode rewrite and systemctl restart Apache 2 to complete our web server configuration. And yes, with npm-v, I forgot to install one package manager. So we will do this with apt install npm, and npm is this package manager for JavaScript and is specifically designed for managing Node.js modules. So yes, this is also a requirement. Otherwise, actually, if you forget this, you will be able to open the website, but you will see a lot of errors. You won't be able to update some modules and even reload the FreePBX. So yes, it's important. And we finally got to the point where we will install our FreePBX. So we'll continue to usr src and download with wget https mirror.freepbx.org, and then modules, packages, FreePBX, and the latest version of FreePBX, that is FreePBX 16 TGZ. Then we will use *zxvf to untar this file, remove it, this source one, to keep our workspace clean. And inside FreePBX directory, you can execute /start-** to see if FreePBX can communicate with Asterisk. As you see, Asterisk is already running. And then we will use /install-n and provide dbuser, that is root, and dbpass. I hope you used something a lot more secure than mine. This is just for testing purposes and just to show you how easily you can install FreePBX. So that's it here. You can just go to web browser and set username, password, notifications, email address, maybe some system identifier, and so on. So set your settings here. With setup system, you'll be able to complete your installation. So now we can just log in into FreePBX administration dashboard, select, for example, sound prompts language. I will select English. You can choose, any language. And then welcome to FreePBX. We can apply config to create all of our files for Asterisk. And if you see some errors, for example, system is missing socks, you always can go back to SSH session and for this instance, use apt install socks to install this additional package. So just verify all those informations. As you see, now everything works nicely. But if you feel that you're missing some applications and connectivity settings and so on, go to module admin and download all of those. So if you just press download all after checking online, in a minute it will install all those additional applications like announcements, directory, IVR, Asterisk API, present state, queues, ring groups, caller ID settings, and so on. So when it finishes here, just return to the main dashboard, apply settings, and enjoy your newly installed FreePBX on Debian 12.
Thank you so much for joining me in this tutorial on installing FreePBX 16 on Debian 12 with Asterisk 18. I hope you found it insightful and, more importantly, practical for your needs. Now, if you enjoyed this tutorial, you're going to love what we have lined up next. We're launching an exciting series that dives deeper into FreePBX. It's a step-by-step guide that covers everything from basic setup to advanced configurations. Whether you are a beginner just starting out or a seasoned pro looking to refine your skills, this series is tailored for everyone. We're going to explore the ins and outs of FreePBX, ensuring that you have the knowledge to master this powerful tool. Also, don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell. You won't want to miss out on this comprehensive series. It's going to be full of practical tips, detailed explanations, and some neat tricks to get the most out of your FreePBX system. But before we wrap up, I'd love to hear from you. Drop a comment below about what you're most excited to learn in upcoming FreePBX series, or basically any other topic that you're interested in. Your feedback helps us create content that you want to see. So thank you again for watching, and stay tuned for more. Keep exploring, keep learning, and I'll see you in the next video.